Hello, what's up, everybody? How we doing out there?
Good evening, everyone. We ready to get
Yeah,
down on the bayou?
Ricky, John over Dragonland. Hey,
Minnie,
Muppet Fish,
fish
my
on.
fish tank.
Chewy,
Rico, Deborah,
Mike, Mike,
the
Mike, Mike,
fish
Mike, Mike.
rescue.
Miss
No,
Deborah,
Ricky,
Rico
Chewy,
Stan, Muppet, Greg,
59,
Jay Oliver.
fish
I haven't
on.
forgot. I have not forgot about you, Jay Oliver. After the stream, man, I'll catch up with you.
Hey, stupid people.
Dragon Lair. Hey, man. Good to see you, Miss Susan Core. Hello. Coming through the Facebook. ISHP Tank
Steven, hello.
Tribe and Stephen P.
Muppet,
2003, Joseph
that's
Stanley,
Joker, that's right. It's everybody. So far.
Is Miss Lori
Yeah.
here yet? Or Kenny?
I haven't seen Lori or Kenny.
Okay. Thank you for being with us, Miss Susan. Jess, you getting any of the storms? These storms? Not yet, Joseph. I do hope they're on the way, though. So, you guys, tonight we've got a really special guest. This is my first time meeting him as well, so I do have lots of questions myself. So we have Jeremy with
AquariumDomain.
Domain. I got it right.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. All right.
Come on up.
Hello.
Still got a little echo, but we're gonna work with it.
J-Rock does stuff. My fish tanks and aquatics. You guys, we will have a little bit of an echo. We can't quite get it figured out, but we're just going to roll with it. So, Miss Susan, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Michelle Kinsley, Miss Holly. So, Jeremy, are you recognizing any of these names?
I am, yes, definitely.
Good.
I see a lot of these guys. I see the names in a lot of other streams as well. So.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe that didn't know who you are. I mean, like, I feel left out.
I'm a little channel.
I feel left out. Like,
hey, 99.999 YouTube doesn't know YouTube, so.
Yeah.
Like,
But
did he try going without his mic?
yeah, try. Tell you what. Why don't you hit the cam mic button and then hit the audio button and see if you could adjust your echo or your auto adjust mic volume. That might help.
okay. Echoes cancel.
Yeah, turn the echo canceling off, and it might be overpowering it.
Miss Susan said if he turns his speakers down, that might help.
Is that any better? I have the earbuds in. Is that? I turned off the echo canceling in the other one.
Yeah, it's actually a lot better.
A lot better?
It's a lot better than it was.
I think so. It's a lot better on your end for darn sure.
Yeah, we can just hear your pumps running now. That's about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's surrounded by a lot of big tanks. So you think that's why I was thinking it would be better to use these than a speaker.
That's what I always worry about. I can't see how nobody hears the freaking pumps I got going on because I don't have a big pump yet, air pump. I've got little bitty pumps all over the place. Well, Jeremy, we're going to start at the beginning, dude, because I want to know who you are. So, introduce yourself.
My name's Jeremy. AquariumDomain's the channel. I've been keeping fish for probably like 38 years. So a really long time. Obviously, to it based on the tanks I built. Be pretty obvious. I did like fresh and saltwater. I've never really been more towards one or the other. Just certain parts of freshwater, certain parts of the marine aquariums that I loved equally from the get-go. So, and whenever I've been able, times like in college or times I travel a lot, like a lot of tags. But whenever I could, I did have a lot of tanks. So, and then pretty much now just being settled down, by specifically to build the space and investment. So if you watch the channel, sort of seen it turn into the monstrosity it is now. So
I'm amazed you build all your own tanks.
Yeah, I mean, not all of them. I mean, some of them I've are purchased glass, but most of them, lately, right? It's they don't really tanks like I want, and I'm going to move it or afford it anyway. So you just have to. So.
Make your own.
Yep.
Do you make them
Custom.
with plywood, or are they?
Yeah, the shell is wood. Yeah, the shell is wood, and then fiberglass it, and then I epoxy coat it with what's called pond armor, and then I silicote in the glass panels. That's the normal construction.
Wow. We gotta try and work on this echo again.
Yeah.
I don't know why it goes away and then it comes back.
Yeah, weird.
Let me see.
Maybe
like I would rather hear. I mean, we don't mind hearing the pumps and stuff. If that, I mean, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
I can. This is speakers on the phone.
No. I think it's still kind of put out there. Maybe try to leave and then come back to the stream, and then that might fix it.
Seems like 2 mics going. Miss Susan said somewhere. There's
just go ahead and leave the stream, and then just come back to the backstage, and then we'll try to bring you back up and see if maybe that'll fix it.
Okay. Back.
All right. There's something weird going on right there.
Yeah, because it's not there. It's not there when, like, it's not here now.
Yeah. It might just be the way he had his phone. I don't know. Hopefully we get it fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay. We noticed in the back that we had an echo, but what do? You just roll with it, right? I mean, we'll get it
on the fly,
out.
like we always do.
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can make a tank out of plywood. Wouldn't the wood eventually get wet and leak?
Well, no, because you're not making it just out of plywood. You're using 2x4s and 2x6s and 4x4s and 6x6s. The biggest wood you could find or need. And then you're using that as a frame. The plywood is just to make a wall where you have a solid surface that you could put your fiberglass and your epoxy paint on. And the fiberglass and epoxy paint is actually the tank.
The seal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the epoxy is what goes. The epoxy is what is.
Yeah, that's the initial shell.
Okay. Yes, Miss Susan, he is using his phone. Is that no? I've got full bars. Yeah, Ricky, you didn't either. Yeah, I did. I never knew. I've always wondered how. Is he watching YouTube on the laptop? I'm not sure, Miss Susan. Chubz, is he watching YouTube through the laptop, or it's all through his phone?
I think it's just through his phone. I'm not sure.
Glass used to be affordable, so I bought lots of glass, cut it, siliconed it myself, made some really cool size shape tank. I think it would be cool, especially if you're like, I don't know, putting one in the wall or something like that. That would just.
He got some pretty awesome tanks. Hope we get to talk about it.
Yeah. And it may
Yeah.
be better, Chubz, that we don't talk and let him talk, and that'll
You might have kicked him back
maybe.
again.
No, he
Yeah,
just dropped off.
He might be trying to come back up. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we could try that. I mean, we could. Whenever he gets to talking, I'll just go ahead and mute myself.
Yeah. Well, when he's talking, we can probably both mute and see if that.
Yeah, let's see if that'll work.
See if that'll help. But have you made a tank?
I'm in the middle of building a 500-gallon pond right now.
Oh, so your 5-gallon pond is made out of
500.
plywood.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's actually made out of pallet wood.
pallet. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boards? Like slats?
Yeah. Yep. Then I'm gonna use like a pond liner on the inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's just gonna be the frame.
But you're going to use the pond liner to keep the water in.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Again.
I'm just building a strong frame to hold the 4,000 pounds of weight.
Yeah. Oh, wow. 4,000 pounds?
Yeah, 2 tons.
Wow.
500 gallons weighs 4,000 pounds.
Yeah, Ricky, you were talking about setting up a 20-gallon tall this week. Ian, Roundhouse, what's up? My 300-gallon was out of marine plywood with a glass front. So you only got to see it from one side?
Well, my pond it ain't gonna have a window
At all. You're only gonna be able to see it from
the top down.
Miss Susan wants to know if work has come through for you yet.
No. Yeah, no. I've been looking, but just ain't nothing out there. That's I gotta figure something out soon.
Miss Darlene, welcome. Roundhouse, the ceiling is up. You smart ass. So is that guy that you're doing part-time work for?
Yeah, his boat's still on the shipyard. I've been waiting for him to get his boat fixed. I've been looking for other work.
Oh, that's right, Miss Susan. If y'all did not, if you didn't find out today that Jason Jordan Aquatics did a video, and he did let everybody know that Papa Shrimp ended up having a quadruple bypass, not a triple bypass. But he's doing good. They finally got his pain, situated, and now that that's going, he's doing good. So, yeah, but still keep you in your prayers, y'all. Still keep you in your prayers. Not your whole body. Glenn, how are you?
Still ain't come back up yet?
It's trying, but it's not coming through. It's like white. There's no face. It's really weird. It's almost like he's not getting any cell service.
Might be having trouble with his Wi-Fi too.
Possible. Would imagine with all that water.
Well, I mean, he said he had some pretty good Wi-Fi ran throughout the house, but it might just be at one spot that he ain't getting a good one signal,
And I got a delay. I see it there.
Yeah.
Back good now.
I was starting to get a delay, and I turned my Wi-Fi off, and I actually had a better signal. So
we still need donations for Big City Bettas. Okay, I didn't know anything about that, Miss Susan. Big City Betas. Miss Amber. And she's moving, right? Where? There you go. Okay. Miss Susan, does Miss Lori have that link
No, there you go. Just drop the link.
Yeah, but I'm thinking for in the morning. That way I can.
Yeah, Ricky, I got most of the wood from up on from pallets. All the whole sides of none of pallet wood, but the rest of it's all built out of bigger wood, 4x4s and 3x6s that are split in half and stuff like that. Hey, John Sue.
Hey, John Sua, how are ya? Is she having to sell a bunch of her fish and stuff like that too? Miss Lori's got it right there. Thank you, Miss Lori. Can you I have it wrote down, but can you remind me in the morning to bring that up? Oh, she's got a video on it? When did this happen? Man, I was like, how did I miss this all up? And we're fixing to get together I'm getting together the stuff for, why can't I say this? Fishmas in July. So, for those that want to, and it may end up being Fishmas in August. The rate that things are going at the moment. I'm doing great. I would like to ask you, but it looks like you were doing great. So you will not ask. You can ask at any time. Don't mind. Oh, it's your video asking for donations. Okay. I got it. Okay. If you don't mind, can I have permission to play your video in the morning for that, Miss Susan? Fishmas in December. Yeah, we have Fishmas in December, but this is Fishmas in July because in December we can't do livestock. And so everybody wanted to be able to do livestock, so we decided, or I don't know, it was brought up to do one in the summer so that we can do livestock. So that's why we're doing Fishmas in July or August.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that it's going to be the same rules and everything, except for the cap is going to be 25 or 30. That doesn't include shipping. So you're on your own adding whatever shipping, is going to be. So I need donations for my Lamborghini fund. I want to adopt it. Who don't?
Went to the top of the Lamborghini.
That's okay, Miss Lori. Hey, what about August? Could you do it in August?
Well.
Okay. Okay, I will do that tomorrow, Miss Susan. Yes. Well, he keeps trying to come back, but it's just not.
Keep on.
Yeah.
Try until you can't get it.
Yeah, I mean.
Good stuff. You got a good story. Got some awesome fans.
Oh. Yeah. Can he go outside with his phone?
I think he was in his basement, but he said he had routers and everything everywhere.
So I wonder what's going on.
I don't know. Crazy.
What the heck, Roundhouse? You're a nut. when my rent might be going up or I'm moving and I'm having to take donations for my Take Over the World Ray and sharks with lasers on their heads.
Right on. Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, maybe the signal is bad on the planet that he's on.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She's been going through her club for some items, selling or donating her fish. I'm not sure. She will do a live stream with me this week sometime. Okay. If you know before like that day and you let me know, I'll let everybody know, to be watching out that day. Just let me know that morning. James Gype, what's going on? Good afternoon, man. Good to see you. Can someone message Jeremy about moving closer to his modem and plug his phone into power? And I'll have his number.
I think I might have to leave the stream to do it, but
Okay.
I'm done. Let's see.
I tell you what I'm going to do then. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and open panel up. And then we'll just roll with it from there if he does get it figured out. Cool?
Good.
Okay, you're froze now. Okay, well, he's here but muted. But Chubz is froze. What a night. Yeah. Okay, you're back.
Okay, I'm back.
But every time he unmutes, it goes to thinking about it. Interesting.
Huh. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave and then try to come back and see if that helps. I don't know.
The internet is drunk tonight. You'll post it on. Okay, Miss Susan. Great. So there's the link, you guys, for anybody that would like to come up. Just know that once, he comes back, the spotlight will be back on him. But you're more than welcome to come up. I don't know if I should try to take him back down or what. It's all on me now, except for I keep freezing too. So I think it's, you know what? I think it's StreamYard because I've got full bars. Nothing wrong with my internet. Thank you, Rico. So I am going to bring up some other news, you guys. Has everybody seen Stephen P. 2003's rap? Who thought? Who thunk? That dude can rap. It's amazing. You have nothing aquarium related to say? Well, okay, Miss Susan. Yeah. All right. Chubz is back.
Still having trouble.
And he's still just going in circles.
Oh, that's
Should I kick him and let him? There. Okay, he did it.
I don't know. That sucks. Well, sorry everybody, but we'll figure this out. Still got an hour and a half.
That's okay. That's okay. We can always figure something out.
Oh, yeah.
I got fish to show. I can show fish. Y'all, can you believe that I used to be overrun with pond snails? Like, overrun with pond snails? And now that I have pea puffers, I have none. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Uh-oh, okay, here's Ricky.
No.
There's Ricky, and there maybe Jeremy? Nope. Dadgummit. Rico? What?
Everybody came up at once, huh?
That's okay.
Hi, Ricky. Hey, Chubz. Hey.
Yes.
What's up,
Hey
Rick?
there.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be his because, we're all up and there's no echo and everything seems to be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad at all. So,
Miss Deborah said
It's,
that she's got to restart her phone sometimes.
it's
Yeah,
always-
that's why. Yeah, I was like that when I was using my phone. I kept having to restart it and all that.
it's always tough when it's a phone. I mean, it's so much better if you can get just a laptop and a webcam.
I mean, I've always just used my phone. I don't even own a laptop or a computer. So.
Really?
And I struggle with my phone. I'm better on my computer.
Yeah.
Although I see me lagging
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
a little bit. I think it's
I don't know. Wi-Fi connection or something.
yeah, no, because I got full bars on mine.
Well, I'm talking about on his end.
Oh
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like
using.
using the phone as much because the chat. You can't really see the chat as well.
Can't see,
Yeah, that's
can't see who's on
the
screen
only
plus
problem
the
with
chat.
this. Yeah, that's the only problem with this, trying to see the chat. And then if you try to pull the chat up, it messes up.
He's trying though. He really is.
Yeah. It's got to be frustrating.
Got to
Right.
be.
I just thought I'd come up and maybe juggle or something, or maybe
Juggle? Yeah.
rub my.
You juggle five chainsaws with one hand.
Maybe I'll
Rico's
just.
hand.
You know that
The book
really,
I was
really.
talking about is right here.
Yeah.
Rico.
I went and looked it up, and because I wasn't sure if I'd heard of it, but
Yeah.
I think it's based on another regular novel.
Yeah,
And I think I read the novel.
I'm gonna see if it's any good. I picked it up for $0.25.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
It's a comic book.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, comic book.
Yeah, nothing fish related.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Boy.
I do got fish related stuff that I got in today.
what?
I got a new pump. I got 2 new pumps today. I got a little heater for a 5-gallon for my beta tank.
Yeah.
And then I got 4 bags of gravel. That is
Teal
Heel.
or turquoise?
yeah.
Yeah, I was listening. I was lurking on Cherry Stream.
Yeah. I ordered these Friday or Saturday morning and they come today.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got them off of chewy.com.
Okay, yeah, Chewy.
Yeah, Chewy does do a pretty good job with that.
Yeah.
I've ordered a few things from them under sales, and it comes pretty quick.
I have
Yeah,
never
that's-
ordered
Yeah,
anything.
that's how I got those. Was on sale. The pump was like a $40 pump each, and I got it for
There we go.
$13.
Looks
We
like
got
we're
you.
good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll drop off then and
right.
catch the stream.
you,
I'll be in the
Rico.
chat.
Thank you, Ricky.
See you
Yeah,
guys.
go ahead and drop off too.
I love you guys. Y'all are so much help.
All right.
Hey, Kenny.
Can you hear us now, Jeremy?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
And no
Oh,
echo.
yeah.
And no echo.
No echo. Good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kept closing it, coming back, closing it.
Hey, I know it's
Hey,
frustrating.
yeah,
We
they
thank
think.
you for hanging in there. We get it. We've been there, believe me.
Yeah, I saw the chat. It's like I have, fiber optic. I'm sitting right underneath the access point for the Wi-Fi. It's like I
Yeah.
have 5 bar. I can't imagine what the problem is.
Yeah, it's
We've
StreamYard.
had
They just blame
issues.
it on StreamYard.
Yeah, we've had issues before. You never
Oh, yeah.
know. You never
Yeah,
know.
I need to
Yeah.
get a webcam for the computer and just do it on there.
I can hardly do it on my phone. I guess I'm so used to my computer that using my phone is just, it's hard. But
I thought maybe the phone would be better if people want to see the tank or
yes,
anything.
and that's where I was going to, because since we got you and everything is good, let's roll into looking at some aquariums.
You could maybe just explain all your aquariums and whatever you got, whatever you want to show.
Sure. Let me put the camera on the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am streaming to Facebook and YouTube as well. I mean, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
You want to pull them up to full screen?
Yes, I am.
There we go. Is that working?
That is
Absolutely.
working great.
All right. So I'm sitting right in front of it. This is obviously Predator Bay.
Oh, my God, that is awesome. Look at that.
Look at that
Kenny,
blue line.
Kenny, are you seeing this?
That's a,
Miniatus is sort of hiding up there.
what size tank is that?
The display tank is 1,800 gallons, and then the sump will fluctuate between. I keep it around 200 so it can ingest 50 gallons of water if there was like a power outage and the pump would go off or something.
Right on.
Now, do you do a sump on everything?
Generally, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I'll use a canister if it's a smaller tank, small bio load kind of thing.
Now, what is your smallest tank? Do you have any nano tanks?
Yeah, my nano tank is the 125 gallon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, let me turn off the.
My nano tank. Good.
There we go. Yeah, so the 125, I call it the Asian stream tank. There's actually a fair amount of water flow in there, and all of my bio-type aquariums are very broad, right? There's the fish in here from Southeast Asia. They're not from South America, but they're not specific to any one stream or anything like that.
Oh, wow. Good grief. Look at all the colors.
And so this actually used to have the FX6 and it broke. So then I just built a sump for it, which I'm slowly turning into a big vegetable filter. I'm kind of used to bigger fish. Most of my tanks have bigger fish, but these guys are just really easy. The bio load is so low.
Oh, wow.
Right now I'm converting a bunch of plants. I had a bunch that were immerse grown. So you see like here, like all the leaves are kind of off, but you see the new growth starting and they all have roots in it. So just sort of transitioning them. And then, we'll stick with freshwater. So the 220 jungle aquariums of South American, Severum, angels and geos. So this is actually going to be coming down. So I'm building these guys. Well, I'm building these guys a new home, and I'm going to transplant everything that's in here into a new, better home for these guys. So.
Oh, is it bigger?
Yeah, it's always bigger with my shit.
Always bigger?
Always bigger. Yeah. So I like the 6 foot dimension this way, right?
Yeah.
And I don't like the 2 feet front to back. So I decided to make a tank that's 6 feet in each direction. So,
wow.
So that way I can actually see my geos get into a proper school and swim rather than always just sort of sideways, you know? I just
So what is the total amount? How many tanks do you have?
2, 4, 6, 7 right now.
Okay, but they're just huge.
How many gallons with just the 7 tanks?
Well, so this one tank here is 3,000 gallons, so that's a big chunk. And if we wound up on Predator Bay to 2,000, say 5,000, and then the 1,500 gallon system over there, 6,500, 7,000, about 7,500.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know why these guys are. Sorry, I have like a minefield of plumbing parts down here. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of work on the Amazon tank. So
yeah, I love that tank.
Some of the grow outs have moved over.
So what made you decide to build your own tanks instead of just buying tanks?
I mean, nobody really makes 3,000 gallon tanks, and if they did, I couldn't afford it. So
okay.
And I couldn't move it. You know, I wouldn't be able to get it in my house. I got a
Yeah.
sliding glass door. It's not going to fit through. So
True.
pretty much just necessity.
Yeah.
So.
Leslie's Aquatics. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
And this is my Nano Marine Aquarium 150. So.
Aw.
But technically, it's more like 180. There's probably 30, 40 gallons down here in the refugium. So.
Wow.
So it's a simple reef tank because it's softies, but it doesn't have any filtration at all, just water flow and lights. There's no protein skimmer. There's no socks. There's no anything, just live rock.
Right on.
So.
Yeah, so the way you built everything, you made it look like the house. Like the trim and everything is all precise. And
yeah, it used to look nice because I had it all done, but now I keep getting ahead of myself with projects, and I have a bunch of rare, bare tanks. But in theory, they're all gonna get this treatment here, the same treatment. It's just dry. It's just drywall, 1x, and quarter round and paint. So it's really not hard. It's just it's one of those things. It's like, do you want to build that or do you want to build this? This is more fun. So I build this.
Thank you, Miss Susan, for stopping by. Love you. See you in the morning.
Yeah, it's super cool.
So actually, if you don't mind, I'd go ahead and throw some food in for these guys. It's their feeding time.
Absolutely.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
We'll just broadcast feed them since.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know what to do.
John Larson, hello.
Awesome eel.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. What kind of eel is that?
That's a jeweled moray.
Jewel moray.
Yeah. They get good size too.
Yeah, he should only get around 2 feet, but he'll get tall and thick. So it's kind of that compromise between like a snowflake that stays small and a real big moray that gets big. So
I agree.
Now, what about that other one that's hiding up in there?
The Miniatus up here.
That's the grouper.
Yeah, he got a piece of shrimp bigger than he really needs. He needs to go get a smaller piece. But
wasn't there one down in those rocks? It was it black and white stripe?
That was
that one.
Cat shark.
That's a blue line. Yeah.
That's a shark.
Oh, here he is. He's got a big piece of shrimp in his mouth too.
Yeah, he's talking about the cat shark.
Yeah, the groupers are really greedy. Yeah, and then down here the bamboo shark.
Oh, that dude's cool. Shark. I like that guy.
Yeah, and then these two are the cleanup crew because anything anyone else doesn't eat, the horn and the ray, California ray, are going to eat. So.
Now, how much do you spend in food a month?
My fiance might be watching this stream, so
okay, never mind.
Not to answer that question.
Yeah, plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
Well, I just one of those things. Look, if you're going to marry somebody who's building 3,000 gallon aquariums in their basement, then you know what you're getting, right? I mean,
yeah,
right.
pretty much.
She's got no excuses. The insanity already existed beforehand, so I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Ricky wants to know what kind of stingray is that?
It's a halorized stingray, or a lot of people just call them California rays. They live from Southern California all the way down coast of Mexico. The one you see there is about full size. He's probably about a 10-inch disc.
Wow.
Nice.
I mean, things look kind of weird in some of these tanks, like the 3000, the Predator Bay, because the tank is so big, it makes the fish look smaller than they really are.
Right on.
Like, I don't know. He's.
J Rock wants to know: have you ever had a big tank like that fail?
Yeah, I made a video on the 3,000 gallon. It leaked a couple months ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've seen that. But luckily, it was in a good spot.
Yeah. Fortunately, it wasn't a good spot. But yeah, you can see my pain in that video because it was the middle of a work week. I was busy. I had a lot of stuff going on, but it was a real pain to deal with that. So
now,
they don't usually leak at good times. So
what do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
I work
you can pass on that too if you want.
Nah, it's not. It's work for a defense contractor doing like cybersecurity kind of work.
Oh wow, pretty cool.
Very good.
Fates and genetics. Good evening.
And my assistant down there, Zoe the cat.
Aw.
Oh,
Kitty,
yeah.
kitty, kitty.
Yeah, she did a very bad thing
Yep,
recently, though. So
Yep.
Aw.
yeah, she got my beta out of that 5-gallon.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
Yeah,
Fish for
so
dinner.
she's
Fish
never.
for dinner.
She's been around fish her whole life, and she's never really showed much attention. But that one, she was. I don't know.
Man, that's not good.
She was drawn to that. So this is just a regular tank. It's a 265, but it's part of the 1,500-gallon system. It's sitting on top of a 700-gallon sump or refugium now. Used to be a sump, I converted it.
Oh, wow.
And then back behind it is the 600-gallon. So this is one I build as well. So.
Wow. Now, so you got more salt water than you do fresh water?
Right now, but I'm getting ready to build 2 more freshwater tanks.
Okay.
That room right back over there is, I've been emptying it out. So that's where the big 6x6 tank for the Amazonian fish will go.
Wow.
And,
now, are you doing this just for your pleasure, or are you like setting it up for like a museum type thing, or?
No, it's just for me. Yeah.
Just for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only keep
I mean,
the fish I like, and
the way you're setting it up, I mean, it almost looks like it would be set up for a museum.
In their page.
Hey,
no, I mean,
Mary
this is just in the basement of my house, so it's definitely not a public thing at all. So, other than YouTube, nobody would see it, but a couple of my friends. You know,
I hear you.
yeah, it's the cat, you know. So,
Right.
that's actually why I started the YouTube thing. Is it's just fun to actually be able to meet other fish keepers, because where I live, I don't know any really. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I have one friend, but he's an hour away, so it's not like, or hour and a half, something like that. So.
Oh,
It's
I
not
hear
like
you.
it's that easy just to hang it all the time, do fish stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he's only a saltwater guy too. He only likes saltwater. So.
Huh. Yeah, I like both.
Well, actually, I should take that back. He does like peacock bass and pikes and things like that. But
Bigger
he's
ones.
always razzing me at the other tanks, like, "What do you keep community fish and stuff like that?" You know. That's like, I like them too. So.
That's like me. I used to keep peacock bass and jack dempseys and stuff like that. And then even moray eels and groupers like you got. And then I got out, didn't have a tank for 5-6 years. I come back into having a tank. The first fish I got was a guppy.
Huh. I bet Miss Lori is, loving this. She says she loves her freshwater stingrays.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So, back many years ago, hang on, let me do this. There we go. What got you into fish? Did you grow up with fish, or what was your first?
Yeah, my oldest brother. My parents had me really late, so like my closest sibling was like 12 years older than me. So there was three of them, and then I was at Oops later on. So like when I was a real little kid, my oldest brother was like going to college, so he left his aquarium at the house when he went to the dorms for his freshman year.
Okay.
And I was probably like 5 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so they needed someone to take care of the tank, so it kind of got assigned to me, like as the chore. But I really liked it.
Yeah.
So it was out in the kitchen area, and then I took it into my room, and and sort of took it over.
What was in it?
Just community fish.
Okay. Like cichlids?
No, he had like a pair of kissing gourami that were like 15 years old or something.
Oh, wow.
There were some tetras in there and stuff. And this was only like I don't know, it's probably like a 10-gallon or something. It wasn't very big. Wow. So, but then, I wanted my own tank because he did take it back, right? Because I guess when he became a sophomore in college, off campus, he could have a fish tank. So he wanted his fish tank back. So begged my dad for a tank, and he got me a 20 high.
Okay.
And, like a normal 10-year-old, I put an Oscar in it. So, because it was this big, it was like,
of course.
And I put some little fish with it, and I swear I had no idea. No one told me this fish is going to eat the other fish, and I was like, "What the heck?"
I was there. I was in the same boat. Yeah, but I started with a goldfish.
Yeah, it was harder to get tanks
out that way.
Yeah, there was no big box stores, and fish stores were all mom and pop and everything. So it was no cheap tanks to get a hold of. So
True. When no dollar per gallon sales then, huh?
No, I had to wait till Christmas and got a 55 gallon and then put the, but that's where the multi-tank thing started, right? So I got the 55, I still kept the 20, right? So
yeah. Do you still have those?
No, the guy in high school had a 110 gallon. His parents didn't like it, so I traded the 55 for the 110 straight up. So
well, there you go.
Yeah, I thought that was a like a total
deal.
Pretty good up trade.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, in the house too, my bedroom is upstairs. There's no way you're going to put the 110 up there. So I actually moved my bedroom to the basement to accommodate having the 110 gallon in my room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so pretty good. kind of funny. So yeah, I was definitely probably a little too addicted to aquariums even at an early age. And then just progress with there, right? As I
now you got a basement full of them.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what'll be in 10? How bad it'll be in 10 years? But yeah, here we are now, right?
I mean, so you're just in the basement so far.
Yeah, I keep all of it in the basement. There's no tanks.
Nothing you have an upstairs.
Oh yeah. If you go up the whole rest of the upstairs of the house, if you think this person doesn't have any aquariums, then you go in the basement and
secret underground layer, huh?
Right.
Well, it's funny because the people comment on my videos. They're super perceptive at things in the background of the video that I don't even think anyone's going to see, and they're also super perceptive in terms of the direction I'm going. So they're like, "Oh, looks like you run out of room," and then someone's like, "Nah, he'll just build onto the house," and I'm like, "Damn it! How did he know?" I'm not actually building on the house. I'm taking a room that was my gym, and I build an extra. Well, I built another what do you could instead of a shed, it's like a gym. It's a little house, but I just have it like a gym.
Oh, okay.
Like a little add-on room.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can free up. Yeah, so I can free up that room for the aquariums.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep it all here in the basement because I heat the whole basement. I have battery backup. I have a lot of stuff that's all set up for the aquariums out here. Yeah, if I go put it somewhere else, it would cost a lot more. It's cheaper just to do it this way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's normal when he's upstairs and a superhero when he's in his basement.
Yeah, maybe I should have called it the fish layer or the aquarium layer or something.
Yeah,
the basement.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
that
it's like Vinny's Aquatics calls it the secret underground layer or secret underground fish cave, something like that.
I keep wondering when the feds are going to come by thinking I'm growing marijuana or something because
with all the heat coming from the basement.
Yeah, the heat, the electric bills, the lights. It's like, what's going on down there? So actually, it is way cheaper to heat so I've done it all, right? I've heated tanks. I've heated the room and tanks, sort of split thing. And now I've moved to just the room and night and day. I have the ductless mini splits, a separate system just for the basement. And the rest of the house is on its own system. It cut it down. It cut the electric bill down big time. So.
What did he say?
I don't
know what he said. So, so your girlfriend or fiance, your fiance, what does she think about all the fish tanks?
She tolerates it, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, my husband's the same way. I mean, he tolerates. See, I didn't start in fish. I've only been in fish the way I am now for
a
year and a half now. So I didn't grow up with fish. I had one goldfish and then went years before having another tank. Then when I had that tank, I didn't know what I was doing. Can't even tell you what fish I had. I was like, that fish is pretty. That fish is pretty. Let's throw them all together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you got to clean it real good. That's what I went through. But then, of course, got tired of it because it was too much work because I didn't know anything. Didn't know better.
Right.
So, but now, way different scenario.
Yep.
But
go
ahead.
Good.
Okay.
No,
maybe she will get her little nano tank, 5-10 gallon beta tank or something one day.
She grew up. She never had a dog. We got a dog a couple years ago. That's her passion is our dog. So.
Oh, what kind of dog?
It's a West Highland Terrier.
Know them well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zipper. He zips around all the place. So he's. But he's been great. So that's her. That's like
that's
how I am to
thing.
aquarium. Yeah, that's how she is. So.
Yeah. I've got my corgis, so I do. Of course, my name, Maine, sells fur and fins. So I've got a broad spectrum right there.
You got your hands full with that channel.
Yes, definitely. Because I've got I just sold all the cows, but we got horses and then the dogs and fish and cat and I feel like a farm. Yeah.
But
yeah.
What
now one of my cows didn't go far.
What got you into saltwater?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Just I got to middle school, and I had a neighbor. They had a saltwater tank with a big anemone and 2 clownfish and something else in there. It was like a 55-gallon. But I was just blown away by it. I'd never seen it before, So everyone in my neighborhood just had, like a Jack Dempsey or some Oscars or some community fish, something like that. So I saw that saltwater tank. I was blown away, and then I turned my 55 into a saltwater tank. So, and to give you an idea back then, none of the fish stores by me, and I grew up in a very populated area, a big city, and none of the fish stores had saltwater, or I don't remember them having any saltwater. We used to have to go to this like specialty store where the dude actually sold high-end parrots and stuff, but in the back he had a little room and he sold saltwater because it was like a passion of his, So you had to go.
Wow.
You had to like go become his friend. Well, he wouldn't just sell to you right away. You had to earn his trust and stuff that you were.
Really?
I mean, of course, maybe he sees a 14-year-old kid coming in there and he's like, yeah, I don't want to kill this fish. So make sure he knows what he's doing,
True.
Yeah, exactly. If you're passionate about it, you got a hidden fish room or whatever, you're gonna make sure that someone's gonna live,
Yeah.
But at least he was responsible about it instead of saying, yeah, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Just throw them all together. It's all right. That's what they did.
Yeah, it was a different world back then for sure. There was no box coming at 10:30 in the morning from the overnight shipment. Or coral.
And so that was another question I was going to ask you. I've thought about. So where do you get your fish? Do you order them online? You have a store near? Do you go do it all different ways? You buy wholesale? How do you do it?
It depends. Saltwater, I try to get it from Live Aquaria because they do have I've seen the videos and they claim they have, that they have a 21-day quarantine and all that. I have a guy from work who's big into saltwater, and he has he's got like a room with a bunch of 300. He's only into coral, though. He doesn't care about fish, but these 300-gallon tubs in his basement that are all full of live rock and everything. So I've been quarantining fish in his tubs because I'm under perpetual construction over here. So, so a lot of times with them, and honestly, probably I don't know if I've gotten any saltwater fish from anywhere but Live Aquaria for many, many years. I found a little trick is if they don't have a fish you want, do the notify thing, and that fish will show up on Diver's Den like a week later. I swear they just order. Cool. It's kind of weird, but then freshwater it's a little different. Like the cichlids I have, some of those fish are hard to get. Like getting true parrot cichlids or the lenticulata pike, those guys. So I've had to source those from different places. So I've got some of those from predatory fins.
Yep.
And then there are local stores here, but even though I live in a very populated area, none of the local stores are that.
Yeah, Dragon Lair is actually where it's here. Where are you?
Like what state?
Where do you live?
I'm in Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C.
Wow. Nice. There's a lot of people up that direction that are in the fish fan.
Yeah, I live like halfway between KG Tropicals and Cancun Cichlids.
Okay.
Right.
Or
hey, Danny.
Inappropriate Reefer, I probably live about 20 miles from that guy.
Cool.
Miss Lori, hello.
There you go.
What's
So,
the fish equivalent of a West Highland Terrier?
A barb.
Barb?
I don't know.
Miss Patty?
But one more question for you. What is your, between freshwater and saltwater, what is your least favorite fish?
No, do one from each. Do one from each.
One from each.
There you go.
Probably saltwater would be lionfish. Like they don't resonate with me at all. A lot of people love them.
I do.
And I don't know, all the stuff sticking out doesn't. I guess I like streamline. Like I look at a pike or a grouper, that's cool to me. So that
also too, if they have a big old wing sticking out, huh?
Yeah, the ambush predator, they just sit there, all the time. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. Freshwater, gosh, I don't know. Probably earn a lot of hate with this, but probably live bears.
Hey,
live bears.
They just breed too much, I mean, I don't know.
But you're not really into breeding; you're into keeping, right?
Love my live bears.
For the most part, yeah. Unfortunately, my fish, they do breed. Unfortunately,
But you're not. Are you into selling, or are you just hobbyist?
Yeah, no, hobbyist. I've never sold anything.
Really?
Related, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I could see why you wouldn't like a guppy.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the 3,000 gallon, I have 2 sets of Oscars breeding and the parrot cichlids breeding right now. And
there you go.
If you notice in the tank, the water seems not super clear because they're constantly, swooshing all the sand around to get down to the bottom to lay the eggs. And
oh, wow.
Then they're sparring with each other. It's just like, just stop breeding.
Yeah, it's a nature tank.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with the territory. From my experience, so I've actually had the 3,000 gallon. I mean, I think I released a video on it. The first video was maybe a year and a half ago or something like that, but it's been running for more like 3.5 years. So as it's gotten more mature, the breeding activity just keeps coming. But I've seen like a trend where they'll go at it real hard for a couple, like they'll breed for lay eggs and everything for a week. They'll take a week off. They'll do it again. They'll do it maybe 3-4 times, and they'll stop for many months.
Wow.
So it kind of goes like that. So
that's cool.
Hey, Diego said, and the lionfish is his favorite Southwest fish. Saltwater fish, sorry.
Oh, they own. That's just like
what
me.
About, do you have any seahorses?
No. You'd have to, my understanding is you have to have a pretty specific environment for those guys.
Yeah. What about clownfish?
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of clownfish. There's 7 of them in the 265, 2 of them in the 150, and they'll be in the 600 too. So
different colors, or keep them separate?
Yeah, you got to keep them separate. Separate clown species will they'll fight till there's just one set of clowns. So.
Oh wow.
So the 265 has all Ocellaris. It's got 5 Misbar Ocellaris and 2 Onyx Ocellaris. And then the 150 has a pair of Fiji Barbary clowns.
Nice.
So
very cool. Very cool. So, what fish do you want to get for your big saltwater, your big freshwater tank that you haven't got yet?
More Geophagus and more Severums. And then I'm looking forward to what's going to backfill the 220. I'm going to actually keep some South American fish in there that I never actually kept before. So looking forward to that.
That sounds good.
But yeah, I really love Geophagus. I really Severum too. I'd love to have a big school of Geos in there.
Yeah, that could be awesome.
Yeah, it should come out to be about 550 gallons, the tank, and then there'll be a sump underneath it. So
nice.
Maybe 650 or something when it's all done.
So do you grow things in the sump?
Yeah, I try to do all my aquariums nature style. For me, water changes isn't going to work. Too much water, right? I'm on a well here actually, so I actually have free water, and the water here is very good. I'm not that far from where Deer Park water comes from, that kind of thing. So I'm tapped in. I have a well that's 275 feet down, so it's well past the rock layer.
Yeah.
The water's excellent. I mean, I can take it straight out of the tap into saltwater aquariums, and that's the proof's in the pudding right there. If you can do that, and without algae, you're good to go. So yeah, but the saltwater, so when I was working on Predator Bay and I had the bulkhead leak, when I was doing the water test, I had to drain it down. I don't know what it was, like 300-gallon water change. What is that in salt? That's like 2 buckets of salt. So, that's whatever, $80 gone right there.
Yeah.
I
think at that point I'd be done.
Yeah, when I drained down the 600-gallon to move the grow outs, right, the sharks and rays over to Predator Bay, well, there's another 450 gallons of salt water gone. So at any rate, just draining water. Like, I think the normal thing, if you have a small tank, mechanical filtration and water changes is very powerful, right? You're preventing things from breaking down, and then you're displacing nutrients by water changing. And then the flip side of that is you usually have to dose back because you're taking things out of the system. You're not letting full denitrification happen. So, but in a small tank, that's probably the way to go. But none of my tanks are really small, that small really. So I try to shoot for denitrification. So that's why the 150 reef, it's completely full of live rock, top and bottom. So I don't actually do any water changes. It's had one partial ever.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
The 1,500-gallon system's never had an actual water change. It only gets it when something's happened where I need to drain some water for some other reason.
Dragon Lair said, "Are you familiar with Jim Cummings?"
Yeah. And Father Fish. He thinks along the same lines I do, and Wallstead method, all that kind of thing.
Right.
So especially like in saltwater, because the hardcore reefers are constantly adding things back to the aquarium because they're so over the top with ripping everything out, chemically. I mean, they'll even dose phosphate and nitrate because they're not allowing anything to break down. Now, these are usually SPS guys, whatever. My tanks are softies and LPS, so it's a lot easier for me, quote unquote dirtier, but you actually can have full denitrification. You can basically have enough area for aerobic and anaerobic bacteria to live, and you can have the right invertebrates that they, someone commented on the 1,500-gallon system. They said, "Oh, all your detritus is going down there into the refugium. You don't have any filtration." I'm like, well, that's where I want the detritus to go because it's full of detrivores who eat detritus.
Right.
I'm trying to get it to them so they could eat it. So, yeah, I mean, and so like the other thing with the fresh water, I try to do the vegetable sump, so it's mostly going to be snails and plants. So I'm okay with a little bit of food going over, breaking down, and then letting the snails and the shrimp and the plants, eat it.
Interesting. Dragon Lair continued his statement saying, then you've seen his pictures of all 10 forms of severums?
Yeah.
Jim Cummings.
Yeah.
Mike. What's up? Glad you're back.
Yeah, but
it's been crazy hard to get some of those severums lately, though. I guess it's the COVID thing, but a lot of things I used to be able to get no problem. I've had a really hard time sourcing them for the last year or so.
Oh yeah, well, so is everybody, really.
Yeah. So,
Chubz, go get your things
we'll
started.
go ahead and switch over to my stream. And then, All right.
See you over there.
See y'all in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
So what we do, Jeremy, at this time is we end this stream, and then Chubz is already over there getting his stream up, and we'll just go into his stream and then look for the link and chat and come up in that way. So instead of like I did when we did my stream is we sent the link to you. This way you just go into chat and click the link and go in his stream that way.
Okay.
But I do want to thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, about the issues in the beginning, but I promise you it's not the first time it's happened. It won't be the last time. You just kind of got to learn to roll with it. But thank you.
Thanks for having me, and sorry for
it was
if they were
nice to meet you. So don't be a stranger. And I also do a morning show. I do the aquatic morning show in the mornings. And so anytime you're up and about or you can listen at work and you want to pop in, you are more than welcome to join in.
Appreciate that.
All right, you guys. Well, y'all know what we do at this time, so we'll see you over there.